Yeah, all hope everyone's doing well out there. So I thought I'd just talk a bit more about the actual book itself. So anyone out there that's interested in what's in it, it starts off trying to explain how these paranormal events happen to manifest into the physical reality, and most of the time is used by the same energies that are always created all the time unknowingly that you do, but you just don't have the awareness of seeing what you're doing yourself at the time with your energies. But so it goes further into it. It starts to talk about religions, different religions, and it shows symbology that's in every single religion that people don't even point out or say anything about. So it goes through the breakthrough of the different religions, so you can get an idea that they all equal the same. Then after that, it goes into there's a lot of explaining how the Matrix was formed and basically the reason why it is right now, how the construct is created itself, how the electromagnetic energy and the signatures and the collectives work, the dimensional mirrors, why time itself doesn't exist, timelines themselves, what they really are, dimensional quantum mirrors of the actual entire consciousness, which explains how infinite can come to an end. But there's a lot more to do with the explaining of how everything around us has always been there for us to get the awareness of we are supposed to return back to spirit, including the Mandela Effect, which is explained in detail what the Mandela Effect was. And basically, it's not anything that anyone said. It's a totally different reason behind it. And when you understand what everything else is, including what's in the afterlife and what we're all doing here, then you can get the grasp of the bigger picture of what it was all about. You can get the idea of, as you further go into it, it will give you different kinds of energy work exercises and life improvements that you can do for yourself to change your subconscious thought patterns and how you see other things. So you, during each chapter, remove your own indoctrination that you've been programmed with since birth. And the book has been totally designed from source to be able to go through each chapter and raise awareness, and as you raise awareness of each chapter, you're opened up to what you remember naturally as spirit, and it allows you to remove all those indoctrination programs that basically have held you back and made you in a controllable box, which you can't see out of at the moment, most people, and this will give you that 100% ladder to climb out of the box, basically, and look back at the box and go, wow, how the hell was I ever in that? And this is what it's all about. It goes into the crystal healing techniques at the end, quantum state meditations, which is my own personal meditation techniques. There's a few different kind of balances, like I said before, but they're going into full professional, not missing anything kind of balance, not simple balancing whatsoever. There's DMT, natural release exercises as well. And we go right through, and there's the full design of the construct, explains exactly all the energy fields, how the actual inside is created, and the outside of all the electromagnetic spectrum, and basically what it is as self-awareness, and how we are now being brought back to the same path that we've always understood, but we couldn't get the grasp until we had the technology advancement that we have right now in the period of the last few decades, well, the last 50, 60 years, I should say. But it explains exactly why it's all happened, and it's undeniable. Like I say, anyone that reads through it, it's undeniable because it's just information that you've never heard before, and the information comes from source direct, and when you read it, you won't be able to deny it yourself because what I use is factual evidences, and the way that I've explained it and that it's been put down from source directly to give you that insight of what is what on each area of each of the religion, and even teaching you how today we can refix the world and have a world that looks like it's absolute chaos, but it isn't chaos because it's peace. And the only way that we can understand it's peace is by doing what I say in the book. Everything is that electromagnetic self-awareness of energy or positive and negative that is neutral, that's used by intent. And with what I'm explaining, a lot haven't explained before because it's so controversial, and a lot just go by their own fucking I don't know, their own fantasy of fucking spiritual crap, which has nothing to do with what I'm teaching. This is not a New Age book. It is not telling you New Age philosophies or anything like that. It's actually bringing you the old age of what everyone else used to think about back in the day and reminding you once again what everything really was. Because what is said and what is fed right throughout this entire book is a message from source. And by the time you get from the beginning to the end, when you get to the end, you should have a total realization of reality. Like everything that you've always thought reality was isn't what it always was. And the biggest things to overcome is judgment. When you hold judgment all the time, you create judgment and you create your own systematic belief program that then, like I said many times before, programs you to act a certain way. So you're not even being yourself. You're using your free will, but being controlled by someone else with your free will. So you're not really getting to use your own free will at all. It's just a construct that's indoctrinated you to think a certain mindset, and that's all it can be. But to hold this kind of mindset in a reality that's created by one, that everything around is by the one, and you use judgment to only see one religion or one pathway to enlightenment, when everything is all there for the understanding to return you back to spirit. It's just that it needs to be explained and understood how it has always been there, and that is what Source has done 100%. The book, it is basically worded professional as. It's basically worded as just as good as any professor out there that you can get. The words are exactly the same kind of wording. It gets really, really deep, so when you get into it, don't be surprised if you drop your jaw a couple of times and go, whoa. But you'll know your spirit will resonate. If it resonates with your spirit's ready. If it doesn't resonate and it's just like, well, the book isn't for you, I'll tell you that right now. It's only for those that remember where we are on the outside and us on the inside that need that guidance and the remembrance to retell us what we already know. And like I say at the beginning, the book is not to teach you anything. It's to make you remember what you've already known. And the book makes you remember spirit and allows you to get back and to be Holy Spirit in the avatar, the physical avatar in the body. And once you get to that point, there's no going back to the physical avatar because you understand that you are spirit and energy, and that's it. So peace, love and respect all. I thought I'd do a little bit more of a rant. Like I said, there's so much information. If it was put down by other people and that, you'd be looking at about 20 different resources to pull in all the different areas of what I talk about. Different, like, you know, the diagrams and everything like that. That was all done by me. That's why it's taken so long. There is so much in this book. It's basically a tomb of knowledge for the spirit. And anyone wants it, it can become exactly what you need. You know, everyone in this world needs a book to understand their spirit, their essence of what they really are. Not a book of riddles, not a book of quatrains, not a book of just hypothesis, when you need the factual answers right there in front of you. And this book tells you why you're here, where you go, what you're doing here, and what everything in general has always been about, including the beginning of creation, what it was really all about, how it all got manifested into physical reality, what everything has always been about right through, and explains basically right down to the T that we are gamers and this is our game, and it gives you the rules and the instruction manual for the game. So, peace, love and respect to everyone out there, all brothers and sisters. I hope you're all well. Anyone else out there that can, please donate to Kelly. Times are getting crucial for her at the moment, and you know, last thing I want to know is that there's her and her Down syndrome child and her other child out in the street and in the freezing cold in America, you know. That on my conscience would be a fucking pain in the arse, eh? And if it doesn't get to be a thing in the back of your conscience and you know about it, well, fuck, there's something wrong with you, eh? That's all I can say. So if you can, please consider dropping her something. There's a few people that have right now, and my heart goes out to you, as I know that we're all in times of hard struggle and hardship. So I do appreciate that. And to everyone else, if you can, please consider it. You know, it only takes a little bit out of this world to fix problems, and we all have to come together when these problems need to be fixed. And if you don't understand that, well, you're a bit fucking lost, aren't you? So, all right, everybody, peace, love and respect, and I'll get back to you soon. All right, peace. Yeah, I'll leave it on this, the last part. What do you think is more connected to source, people? Like a book inside the Matrix that people read and believe that they can one day fucking get in contact with God, or you being a spirit in your body and remembering everything of what you are and being connected to the source? You know, we have information right now that we're getting inside the Matrix that we haven't been able to get. And when you read this book, you'll be blowing the fuck away, trust me, eh? Because the information is so factual and so resonating with your soul that you won't be able to deny it. And that's the truth. And I suggest any Christian out there, or any religion, or anyone that disagrees with what I say, pick up the book, because you yourself will be able to remember what you are as spirit. And when you yourself remember that, you won't be able to deny it yourself. And you'll realize how silly the programs inside of this matrix can drive you away from the truth. And that's just the truth, people. So the book's available, international. Those that want an ebook, it will be months down the track. At the moment, I've got a lot going on in life. And like I said, the money that comes back from the book goes back into the book. So I have to wait for my agreement, which is every few months. So I've got to wait for that anyway. So broker's a joke. But I will sort it. So, but if you look through it, there's colour diagrams. It's worded like so professional, mate. You won't even believe that it's me actually talking to you, because the way that I talk the way I talk in life and the way that I type is very shorthand. When I'm full on in connection, I talk just proper. I actually explain things down to the itty gritty, which will make you just go, what the fuck? And that's what the book is, mate. Check the reviews for people that are interested. There's already a few reviews. Anyone else out there that's grabbed the book, and if you can, please find time to drop a review yourself of what you thought about it, etc., etc., the information in it, the realization that it gives when you read through it from beginning to end, yada, yada, yada. And everyone else, well, with the Mandela Effect, people, now, yous have all been led the fuck astray. You know, you're going to the great delusion, and you're basically taking it to prophetic indoctrination when it's nothing to do with that. The whole point of this Mandela Effect is for you to see through that kind of stuff and understand it's from God. When you understand what I say in the book, it's basically straight back to back that gives you that answer of what you've been wanting to understand, why the Mandela Effect happened. And it's not a scary thing at all. It's one of the most brilliant things that could ever happen. And it is one of the most well-known now events that people have taken away from the truth. And all it is God intervened. And if you understand what God was saying, well, that's exactly what I've got in the book for you to understand what it's all about. And what I explain as well is about the Mandela Effect is that people keep creating it. And it tells you how as well with that. Like I said, if there's any deniers on what I say, just hit me back. Send me an email. There's an email on the front of the book. Just send me an email through that. Tell me your disagreement, why you don't agree with what. And I'll have a debate. There's no worries. I know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not going to be professor-like for fucking ages. And you know, I'm just going to be me, mate, when I'm talking and trying to tell people. So it's up to you to use that judgment and shit to think I don't know what I'm talking about, or I do. But as I can say, and I will say, as soon as you read the book, you'll know damn well I know what I'm fucking talking about. So peace, love, and respect all. If you want to know the truth about all existence, what you are as a spirit, how to control your own energies to stop everything that's fucking going on around you, get in contact with the quantum U's and other parallel realities, release your own natural DMT, understand the full design of consciousness in and out right throughout the ethereal and the physical matrix reality, look at the hints and the technologies and consciousness itself. Damn. And yeah, just so much more just to explain to you why you're here, what we're really doing. And this message comes from source yourself. Like I said, I I'm so willing to do a polygraph test or anything that's needed if anyone has denial of what I say, and I'm right here. So read it, enjoy it, and remember. And peace, love, and respect all, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace. Yeah, also, let me add in at the end, So, you might be thinking about my religion, okay? A lot of people out there. I'm a fucking Christian, alright? I was born at Church England, and that's what I still am. I'm just a Christian that understood not to be like every other Christian and to understand what it is to be like Christ, and that's what I'm trying to teach you as well now. So, but out of atheism and that out there as well, if you're an atheist, I suggest you check out the book yourself, because there is no actual manifestation of a physical being as God, and there is no Satan and stuff like that. But when you understand that there is this electromagnetic self-awareness and that the energy itself can manifest physical reality, then you understand that there is a creator. It's just not what we have been told to be the true existent inside the matrix. So it doesn't matter if you're an atheist, it doesn't matter if you're a Satanist, it doesn't matter if you're a Christian, doesn't matter if you're a Jew, doesn't matter if you're fucking Buddhism or whatever. It does not matter whatever you are. This book will give you a brand new understanding and enlightenment, because it's back to back and the chapters are back to back. There's no research that you'll have to do. It is all there for you back to back in chapter, that allows you to understand the full big picture. And the reason why it's described in the way it is because I myself am a gamer since I was a little cunt, and on my Xbox I fucking owned it since I had like 110,000, and then I stopped playing the shit and fucking gamer points or something. And to the day I still jump on PS4 here and there and run amok on fucking GTA or something like that, you know, when I've got time. But the book is designed by someone out there. It's more designed for younger gamers these days to get the full grasp of what they're doing inside of the construct, just like I explained in the video I did ages ago, which was about the empaths and the game itself, etc., etc., etc. And what it is that instruction manual that was needed. That's what Source has provided for us inside there. If you were born right young now and you had, I don't know, you were year 5 and you were given this book would have given you a totally different understanding of your entire life that was to come after. That would have changed everything for you, and you wouldn't have gone, oh wow, this is what happened and that with the man. You would have just known. You would have just known everything that was already happening, and you would have known why. And what this is literally the instruction manual to retrain yourself to go back into your spirit inside your body and forget your physical avatar and return to spirit, and then become you, seeing from your spirit inside, driving your physical avatar. And it's impossible for you to read through this book where you're willing to listen open-minded and understand that it is factual evidence you can check up on yourself and stuff like that, and understand how to return to spirit yourself. There'll be a lot of naysayers and shit like that. Fuck, so many people are indoctrinated in this fucking matrix, it's bizarre, but it's beyond a fucking joke, you know? So many sheep are still fucking sitting there looking at the fucking news every night, wondering, oh wow, did that happen? And, you know, when you get older in life and you start to understand that everything is just the backwards reality of what they're actually telling you, then you can understand, oh, that shit's fucking fake. And all these false flags, everything, I explain about that in the book as well, why we have false flags. I expose the Illuminati of their real existence. I expose fucking Freemasonry of their real existence. None of these fucking left inside the matrix fucking codes or anything like that through conscious thought and thought forms manifested into physical, you know what I mean? None of that shit. It's all just 100% back to back for you to go, oh yeah, now I get this, I remember all this, this is exactly what I knew all the time. Because when we were indoctrinated as spirit entering into this physical reality, and through our indoctrination, I won't say how, but I've said it before anyway, but through our indoctrination from spirit into physical, and then when we come out physical, we start to retrain ourselves as physical, and we lose what spirit is. And this book is designed as, doesn't matter what age you are, I suggest ages from, well, let's just be realistic, 15 to 18. 15 with PG, 18 realistically onwards on that, because the subjects are very controversial and some may take it to an extent that they can't understand exactly what is being explained. So, but it has been designed for anyone out there just to remember exactly how to return to the true form of the spirit. Not search, not sit there meditating, trying to connect to source. None of that anymore. Just remembering I am 100% fucking spirit. I'm in my body. This is only an avatar. This is a construct that we're in. It's all vibrational frequencies of electromagnetic code. That's self-awareness, and that's it. So, peace, love, and respect, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my rant. And hope everyone's doing well out there, all brothers and sisters, and I'll catch you soon. Alright, peace. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there, so